First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and every one of you, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to each and every one of you here tonight. As we all know, we're listening to Gita Saptah, 7 glorious days of Gita lectures. Tonight's topic, as you were told last night, is Swarg, heaven. What is this heaven? What happens there? We will hear something later on. Before that, as customary, let us all join in chanting the divine name of the Lord for a few minutes. Harinam Sankirtan. Again, I request everyone to chant as loud as you can. Clap and chant. Let us make the Supreme Lord happy before we listen to something. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Mere Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Jai Jai Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Bhaj Govinda Radhe Bhaj Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda 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 Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda 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 Govinda Radhe Mere Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Bhaj Govinda Radhe Bhaj Govinda Radhe Jai Jai Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Oh Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Now, please pay very close attention and try to listen very carefully. The topic, Swarg, heaven. Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun in Gita, Atha chetvamimam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tatah swadharmam kirtam cha hitva papamavapsyasi. Chapter 2, verse 33, Gita. Bhagwan Krishna says, Arjun, if you do not, since you are a Kshatri, a member of the warrior class, warrior clan, Kshatri, it is your duty to fight this war. If you do not fight the war, it will be a sin, pap, for which you will have to go to hell. Bhagwan, so Arjun says, my Lord, okay, if I don't fight the war, it's a sin, bad action for which I will have to go to hell. What happens if I fight the war? Hato va prapsasi swargam jitva va bhokshase mahim. Chapter 2, verse 37. Bhagwan Krishna says, Arjun, if you die while fighting this war, you will go to heaven, Swarg. The scripture says, if a warrior in fighting a righteous war dies, then he goes directly to heaven. So if you die while fighting the war, you will go to heaven. On the other hand, if you win the war, then you become ruler of the entire world. Dono haath mein laddu. Either way, you emerge a winner. Since one of these is bound to happen, either you die or you win. Acha. Arjun said, my Lord, look, I know for a fact that there's no happiness in this world. As I have experienced every happiness in the world during my kingship. And I know for a fact that there's not even the tiniest drop of happiness to be found in the world. But I have no idea about heaven. Tell me, will I find true happiness in heaven? True peace? True happiness? Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun, Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadantya vipaschitaha Vedavarataha partha nanyadasti tivadinaha. Chapter 2, verse 42. Gita. They are fools, murkha. They are fools who speak flowery, sweet, flowery words of the Vedas and inspire souls to attain heaven through the performance of Vedic rites and rituals. And they who are befooled by them, who listen to them, follow them, they are even greater fools. Means something wrong here with this place, heaven. There are many, many classes of heavenly regions, many. Mainly we hear about 7. Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satya. The highest one, Satya Lok, Brahma Lok, the abode of Brahma. But a very systematic evaluation of the happiness found in each heavenly region is given in the Taittiriya Upanishad, the Vedas. It tells us about all the happiness can be found in the various regions. Very scientific, very systematic. Saisha nandasa mimansa bhavati yuva syat sadhu युवाध्यायकः अशिष्टो दरिष्टो बलिष्ठो तस्ययं पृथ्वी सर्वा वित्तस्य पूर्णा स्यात् स एको मानुष आनन्दः ते शतमानुषा आनन्दाः स एको मनुष्य गन्धर्वाणाम् आनन्दः ते शतं मनुष्य गन्धर्वाणाम् आनन्दाः स एको देव गन्धर्वाणाम् आनन्दः te shatam deva gandharvanam anandaha sa ekah pitrinam chiraloka lokanam anandaha te shatam pitrinam chiraloka lokanam anandaha sa eka ajana janam anandaha te shatam ajana janam devanam anandaha sa ekah karma devanam anandaha te shatam karma devanam anandaha sa eko devanam anandaha te shatam devanam anandaha sa eka indrasyanandaha te shatam indrasyanandaha sa eko brihaspatiranandaha te shatam brihaspatiranandaha sa ekah prajapatiranandaha te shatam prajapatiranandaha sa eko brahman anandaha. Very long mantra. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 8. This Ved mantra is saying, supposing there's a young man in the prime of his youth, most virtuous, most learned, most strongly built. Now, supposing the rule of the entire world, filled with all the wealth and luxury, was given to that young man. Plus, all the subjects are favorable to him. In ancient times, one king ruled the entire world, not only earth, the entire world. Prahlad, 300 million years. Dhruv, Ambarish, one king ruled the entire world. And one king also ruled the whole earth. But at the present time, there are a little over 200 countries in this world, in this earth. And every country has its own prime minister. There are hardly any king and queen now. And even if there is a king or queen like in England, they hardly have any kind of rulership. But even if someone is a prime minister, president in a country, not everyone is favorable to him. Oh, get rid of him. How many people want to get rid of the president, the prime minister? So not everybody is favorable. But supposing there is such a king who is the king of the entire universe with all the wealth and luxuries, and all the subjects are favorable to him, he would be considered to be the happiest man in the world. Now, the happiness of such a king, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Manav Gandharv. The first level, the lowest of the heavenly regions. These are special celestial beings. They sing, dance, etc. Gandharv. The happiness of one Manav Gandharv, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Dev Gandharv, a little bit higher. The happiness of one Dev Gandharv, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one of the Pitris. There's an abode called Pitrilok, where the ancestors reside, our ancestors. It's a heavenly region. It's called Pitrilok. The happiness of one of the Pitris of Pitrilok, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Ajanaj Dev. One who is born in heaven is a Devta, celestial being. The happiness of one Ajanaj Dev, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of a Devta called Karmadev. The happiness of one Karmadev, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Devta. Agni, the god of fire, Vayu, the god of wind, Kuber, the god of wealth, one Devta. The happiness of one Devta multiplied hundreds of times is equal to the happiness of Indra, the king of heaven, Raja. The happiness of Indra multiplied hundreds of times is equal to the happiness of Brihaspati. Brihaspati, the guru, the preceptor of the Devtas. The happiness of Brihaspati multiplied hundreds of times is equal to the happiness of Prajapati. And the happiness of Prajapati multiplied hundreds of times is equal to the happiness of Brahma, the creator. Satyalok. But even there is no happiness. We all know, as we have been listening throughout this series, and we have heard many times, that there is no happiness, true happiness, to be found in any person or object in this world. Even billionaires commit suicide. We think people like Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Moffat, they must be very happy. They have billions. You should ask them. If they were truthful, they will tell you, no, when the night comes, they have to take tranquilizer, sleeping pill. They can't sleep. And you see a beggar under the highway, he's sleeping in a cardboard. And when the night comes, he snores and sleeps. No worries. So there is no happiness. And no matter how much times, so zero, no matter how many times you multiply by 0, 100 multiplied by 0, 0, million multiplied by 0, 0, billion multiplied by 0, 0, trillion multiplied by 0, 0. No matter how many times you multiply, you get 0. So logically too, there is no happiness. This is why Bhagwan Krishna tells Arjun in the Gita, Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartino Arjuna mamupetatu kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. Chapter 8, verse 16, Gita. He says, all these heavenly regions, up to the abode of Brahma, the creator, the highest heavenly region, which is called Satyalok, they are all destructible. There's a time limit. There is no true happiness. And only upon attaining me, God, Shri Krishna, there is no coming back in this material world. The Vedas say, avidyaya mantare vartamana swayam dhira panditam manyamana janghanyamana paryanti mudha andhe naivaniyamana yathandha. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 8th mantra. Ishta purtam manyamana varishtham nanya shreyo vedayante pramudha nakasya pristete sukitena bhutvimam lokam hitram bhavishanti. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 10th mantra. The Vedas say the person who strives to and makes effort for attaining heaven, going to heaven, he is not only an ordinary fool, but the greatest fool. Pramudha. Mood, that Sanskrit word mood. In Hindi, murkh. In English, fool, stupid. And in Sanskrit, when you put the prefix pra before a word, it means the greatest. So, pramudha, the greatest fool. We like to think that when our near and dear ones have died, they have gone to heaven. Oh, a lot of people say, oh, my father's gone to heaven. My mother's gone to heaven, my child. Some people write, when their father dies, they send a card to their relations and they put in the card हमारा पिता का स्वर्गवास हो गया. My father has gone to heaven. In other words, my father was the greatest fool. That's what you're saying. We are doing so much to go to heaven. Righteous actions, yajna, dharma. And they who are living in heaven, the devatas, celestial gods, they are praying and begging Bhagavan for what we have. We want to go there, and they who are living there want to come and get what we have. In the Ramayana, there's a very famous katha, Sapta Prashna. Once Kak Basundaji, a great devotee, was asked 7 questions, important questions, by another devotee, Garuji, the vehicle of Sri Krishna. The first and most important question was, Prathama hi kahu nath mati dhira sab te durlabh kavana sarira. He says, first of all, O my strong-minded master, tell me, what is the rarest and most difficult, the most valuable birth to attain? 84 lakh yoni. There are 8.4 million species of life. Which is the rarest, the most valuable, the most difficult to attain? Very important question. Kakbasundaji answered and said, Nartanu samanahi kavani hu dehi jiva charachar jachat jehi. He says, there is no form equal to the human form. It is so valuable that the animate as well as inanimate, the movable as well as the immovable, chara achar, desires birth in the human form. As I said, many people pray to devatas, celestial gods. We want to go to heaven. Indraya namaha swaha, Agnaye namaha swaha, Vayave namaha swaha. Bhagwan Krishna says you will go to heaven. Yanti devratan devan pitrin yanti pitribhataha bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajinopimam. Chapter 9 verse 25 Gita. Those who pray to devatas, celestial gods, who worship celestial gods, Indra, Varun, Kuber, etc., Agni, the god of fire, they will become devatas. They will go to heaven. Those who pray to the Pitris, do Shrad, etc., they will become Pitri. They will go to the abode of the Pitris. Those who pray to ghosts and spirits, Bhut, will become ghosts and spirits in the next life. And those who pray to God, to me, Shri Krishna, will come to me, will go to God. Very simple. Decide what you want. So many people pray to devatas. They want to go to heaven. But these same devatas are praying to Bhagavan. They are begging Bhagavan for what? For human birth. Durlabham manusham janma prarthyate tirashairapi. Narad Puran. The devatas are praying to Bhagavan, Hey Bhagavan, Hey Krishna, we do not want heaven. Give us human birth. Manushya janma. Manuja dehamimam bhuvi durlabham samadhigam yasurairapi vanchitam vishayalam patta mapahaya vai bhajatare manuja kamalapatim. Jagadguru Shankaracharya. Jagadguru Shankaracharya says, O human beings, having acquired this very valuable human birth, which even the Devatas, celestial gods, are praying and begging for, give up this lust for sensual pleasures and worship the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Not one place and two places, thousands of places. Gayanti deva kila gita kani dhanyastu ye bharat bhumi bhage. The Devatas, celestial gods, are glorifying the one who gets birth in the human form. Bhagwan Shri Ram, once he gave lecture. When he came as Ram, Ek bar Raghunath bulaye, Guru Dvij sab Purabasi aaye. He gave lecture. That part of the Ramayana is called Ram Gita. God is given lecture. And he says to the residents of Ayodhya, Bare bhagya manush tanu pava, sur durlabh sadagranthani gava. He says, it is the greatest fortune, bare bhagya, the greatest fortune for the one who acquires birth in the human form. Sur means Devta, celestial God. Sura Durlabh. Durlabh means that which is extremely difficult to attain. It's difficult, extremely difficult for the Devatas. They are praying and begging for birth in the human form, but can't get it. And we who have it, we want to go to heaven. Think about it, we must be really stupid. If somebody calls us stupid, we feel very bad. We don't like that. Besides Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism, almost every other religion offers heaven as a final reward for the performance of good actions, etc. What is more surprising is that those of us who follow Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, have no idea what this place called heaven is or what happens there. That's why we want to go. But we especially want in the Ramayana, again, Bhagwan himself, Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, Ehi tan kar phal vishaya na bhai, Swargahu swalp ant dukhdai. Hey! Listen, he says, this human body, which is so valuable, was not given to you to just have a good time, enjoy sensual pleasures. Everything the eye can see, the nose can smell, the tongue can taste, the ears can hear, the skin can touch, everything we want. And we can never be satisfied. As I told you, it's like pouring ghee into fire. The more you try to satisfy your desire, the more it increases. So it was not given to you to enjoy sensual pleasures, nor was it given to go to heaven, he says. Why? Swargahu swalp. Swalp means non-existent, minuscule. Because as I showed you in the Vedas, the happiness of heaven are only those of this material world multiplied a number of times. And there was nothing here, zero. No matter how many times you multiply by 0, you will get 0. So there is no happiness, he says. But the worst part, he says, ant dukkhadai. It ends in suffering, dukh. That after you go to heaven, you're going to suffer afterwards. This is the part. Many people don't understand. What does he mean? Look, when we perform dharma, righteous actions, yajna, etc., havan, we will go to heaven for some time. Now, before we go there, listen carefully about this thing called dharma. Dharma sampadyate shadbhi radharmastu viparyayah. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 canto, 21st chapter, 15 verse. The scriptures tell us there are 6 conditions that one has to fulfill before that dharma can give the fruit. If you don't fulfill it, instead of getting benefit, you get harm. You want to do a havan? Little havan? Where are you going to do it? Anywhere? No. You can't do it anywhere. 6 conditions. Desh, kal, padarth, karta, mantra, vidhi. 6. I'll tell you briefly. Desh, the sthan, the place that you're going to perform that havan, nothing wrong should have been done there any time before. How many Kalyugs have gone? Where can you find a place that's totally pure? You have no idea what has been done in that place before. Desh, kal. The time that you just can't do it anytime you feel like it. You have to calculate exactly the auspicious moment and time. And in Kali Yuga, any astrologer will tell you there is so much pollution, it's extremely difficult. Padarth, the money, dravya, the money you're going to use to buy the samagri, the things for that havan. What money are you going to use? Whatever money you have? No. Listen. First, you would have had to work honestly. Let's suppose you're supposed to work 8 hours. You work 8 hours honestly. You didn't cheat. Run away here, tickle 5 minutes there. No. Honestly. Then you paid all the tax you're supposed to give the government. You didn't try to cheat there too. Then, that's government tax. There's a spiritual government tax too. 10%. You took out 10% and give it in charity. Then what remained? Now you can buy samagri, things for the havan. Who does? Not only that. Everything today there is mixture in the samagri. Nothing is pure. This is Kali Yuga. People poison in everything. In the fruit, in the dal, everything there is poison. Mixture. Padarth. Karta, the priest. The priest who is performing that havan for you must have a perfect knowledge of Sanskrit. This thing which is called Sanskrit, it is called Devavani, the language of the gods. To be perfect in Sanskrit, you have to be divine. Plus, he must be completely honest. Kali Yuga, and completely honest. This one put $5. $5. I know he's very rich. All he put is $5. He's doing puja, but watching how much money, kitna charawa. How much you put? And the next one, mantra. This is very dangerous. Ooh. If there is a slightest error in the pronunciation of a swar, swar means that is swar. The whole meaning of the mantra changes. And instead of getting benefit, you get harm. There's a katha in the Vedas. Once a Rakshas wanted to kill Indra, the king of heaven. There's always battle between the Devatas and the Rakshas. So this Rakshas wanted to kill Indra. So he forcibly caught hold of some rishis and munis and forced them to perform this yag, this havan. Dushta shabda swarato varnato va mithya prayukto nathamartamaha savag vajjam yajamanam hinasti swarato yathenda shatru swarato paradhat. Now, in this yagna, this havan, there was a mantra. Indra shaturve vardhasva. That mantra meant, let the Rakshas be victorious. Let Indra be destroyed. Now, this Rakshas didn't know Sanskrit. And because the rishis and munis were being forced, they changed one swad. The words remain the same. They just changed the intonation. Instead of taking the voice up, they took it down. Indra, Indra, that's all they did. The words remain the same. Indra shatur vivardhaswa. There's certain hand movements you have to make, intonation of the voice. Indra shatur vivardhaswa. Did you hear a difference? No. The whole meaning changed. And it now meant, let Indra be victorious. After that yagna, that havan, that Rakshas went to fight with Indra and he was killed. When he was killed, he was leaving the body. He said, "Oh Vishnu, this is an injustice. I perform a yagna so that I will be victorious. Indra will be killed and I am killed. What kind of justice is this?" Bhagwan Vishnu said, "Bhaiya, did you understand what the priest was saying?" "No, I don't know Sanskrit." "Well, this is your priest. The judgment gets destroyed. And vidhi, vidhi means according to all the injunctions and rules and regulations of the Vedas, exactly. Then you can do that havan, then you will get the benefit. Impossible in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga Jog na jagya jnana ek adhar Ram gun gana. Tulsidas ji, Kak Basundar ji is telling Garuji in the Kali Yuga Mahima of the Ramayana that in Kali Yuga, Yoga, Yagya, Dharma, Gyan, all is impossible. Can't do. So what do? Just chant the name of the Lord with love and devotion. Sumiri, Sumiri, remembering the Lord lovingly. Chant His name. So let's suppose someone can. It's very difficult, but not impossible. Let's suppose somebody can fulfill all the 6 conditions, then he is able to go to heaven for some time, according to how much punya. Punya means religious merits that he have acquired. According to how much punya, religious merits that you have acquired while you were alive, not after you die, while you were alive. For that length of time, you'll be able to go and stay in heaven. 10 days, 10 years, 100 years, 100,000 years. But only so much and no more. But when you go to heaven and you start enjoying the pleasures of heaven, what happens there? What happens in heaven? Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam kshine punye martyalokam vishanti evam tai dharmanupapanna gatagatam kama kama labhante. Chapter 9, verse 21, Gita. Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun, as soon as you start enjoying the pleasures of heaven, that punya, that dharma which I said is almost impossible in Kali Yuga, which is so difficult to do, that punya that you had performed to go there, it starts decreasing. Kshine punye. Let's suppose you win the lotto, a few $1 million, and you put it in the bank, and then every weekend you decide to have a big party. All your friends and family, whoever wants to come, every weekend you take out by the thousands of dollars in a short while. Now, not even after 1 year, all the money will be finished. In the same way, we have made a deposit. But just like the money in the bank, as soon as you start enjoying the pleasures of heaven, it will start going down. And then one day, it's going to become zero. And then what will happen? Martyalokam vishanti. Because your karma has become zero, you will be kicked out of heaven. Get out, quick march. Okay, I had a good time. Oh, heaven. You never get old. You don't suffer from physical disease. Mental disease is all there. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, everything like here. But physical disease there is not. No hunger, no thirst. You don't have to bathe. Bathe. Get up in the morning, it's so cold, I don't want to bathe. You don't have to bathe. The body is untouched by dirt, the body of the celestial beings. They don't perspire. There is such a beauty and a fragrance in their body. You know, in this world, sometimes there's a girl, she becomes Miss Universe, Miss World, the most beautiful girl in the world, we say, right? You put that girl to stand, and next to her, you put the lowest of the celestial girl, Apsara, from heaven, lowest one, to stand next to that girl who is a Miss Universe. That Miss Universe would look like a pig. So beautiful. The body is in heaven. Such a light, such a fragrance, naturally perfumed. If they come and go to descend and stand in our midst, the lowest one, our senses will be unable to bear the ecstasy, and either we will fall on unconscious or we will fall on dead. They don't have to work in heaven. Let's suppose you want to eat ice cream. Oh, you're sitting in Radha Madhav Dham, and you want to eat ice cream. Maybe they have, but not the flavor I want. You have to get, maybe you have a car. If you don't have a car, you have to go to your friend, Brajrani. Can you take me to Austin? Okay, 10 o'clock in the night. Oh, my God. 10 o'clock in the night, you go find some shop, buy the ice cream, come back, get a bowl, take it out. All the hard work. Besides disturbing somebody. In heaven, ice cream, come. That's all you have to do and ice cream appears. No hard work. So we had a good time. So now I'll come back in the world, do some more dharma, and I'll go back to heaven. No. Remember, karma has become zero. You have nothing to come back here. We have to start all over again. Remember that Ved mantra I told you? Mundak Upanishad? Ishta purtam manyamana varishtham nanya shreyo vedayante pramudhaha nakasya prishtete sukutenu bhutimam lokam heenataram vavishanti. First Mundak, second Kand, 10th mantra. The Vedas are saying we'll be thrown into lower forms of life. After enjoying heaven as a celestial being, you will become a dog, stray dog, donkey, a cat, a worm. Oh. One day you're a celestial being, a devta, and next day you're a worm. Can you imagine the suffering? Today you're the Prime Minister, the President of America, and tomorrow you're a beggar. Before people salute you, today they spit on you. Unless we experience, we can't know. That is even worse. Heavenly God. And then you are a worm. Or a stray dog. You can't get food. People take sticks and hit you. So this is what Bhagwan Shri Ram meant in the Ramayana when he said, Ant Dukkadai. It ends in suffering. That after enjoying the pleasures of heaven, which is non-existent, you have to suffer. So the ultimate aim of life is not heaven, but God realization. To go to the abode of Radha Krishna. Then we don't come back in this material world and suffer. Sada pashyanti sudayaha tad Vishnu paramam padam. How do we attain that? By constantly meditating on Radha Krishna, constantly focusing the mind on the God. Bhagwan Krishna says to Arjun, Antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatta sanshayah. Chapter 8, verse 5, Gita. If you remember me at the last moment when you leave this body, when the life leaves the body, if you remember God, nothing here about taking God's name. Smaran, remember me, you will come to me. There is no doubt about that. On the other hand, yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitah. Chapter 8, verse 6, Gita. Whatever you remember at the moment you leave, the life leaves the body, wherever the mind is focused, wherever you're attached, the most important word here is attached. That is what you're going to become or where you're going to go in the next life after you leave this body. The last thing you remember where your mind is, and what we're going to remember, where our mind is attached. Very clear. Om ityekaksharam brahma vyaharan mamanus. Again smaran. Vyaharan mamanus smaran. Yah prayati tyajandeham sayati paramangatim. One who remembers me, when he leaves the body, he attains the supreme position. He goes to Bhagavan. Many, many places. There's a confusion here. There's a katha in Bhagavad Mahapuran, the 6th canto, 6th skand, canto book. Bhagavad has 12 books, 12 cantos. So the 6th canto, there's a very famous katha, and people are always confused and always misquoting this katha. Big Babajis. That Ajamil took God's name when he was about to die and he went to Bhagavan. This is not the katha. People do not bother to read properly what is written in Bhagavad. Very briefly, I'll tell you, we don't have much time. This Ajamil was a very good person, a Brahmin, very pious soul, a great jnani, a knower of the scriptures. He was married to a wonderful wife. He had children. He took care of his parents. He was a very good soul. One day, he saw a drunken man cohabitulating with a prostitute. One moment of kusang. See how dangerous kusang is. And we challenge. He saw this drunken man cohabitulating with that prostitute, and he fell for her. He left his wife, wonderful wife and children, disowned his parents, and went and started living with that prostitute. He even stole from his parents. He did all kind of wrong things to fulfill the wishes of that prostitute. He had children with her too. One day, psychologically, something seemed to happen to him. He suddenly felt he saw the Yamdoots, the messengers of death, coming. In the scriptures, like Garu Puran, it tells us that when someone is about to die, you will be able to see things that you cannot see while you're alive. You will see the Yamdoots, the messengers of death, coming. And they are very terrifying. So he felt he knew all the scriptures. He felt he saw these Yamdoots coming. So he thought, I am going to die definitely. And when you're about to die, the thing you are most attached to, that's what you're going to remember. Many people, when they're about to die, I didn't talk to their children for many years. Call my daughter, call my son. I will get no peace if I don't see them before I die. So, the youngest son of the prostitute was his favorite. And the name of that son was Narayan, which is the name of Bhagwan. So he started calling, not God, the son. Narayan, Narayan, because he was so attached to the son. And while he started calling, then he saw the Vishnu Doots, the messengers of Bhagwan came, and there was a big fight. Long lecture on Dharma, very long in Bhagavad. A discussion on Dharma between the Vishnu Doots, the messengers of Bhagwan, and the Yamdoots, the messengers of Yamraj, death. And so, the Vishnu Doots, the messengers of Bhagwan, defeated the Yamdoots, and they ran away from there. When Ajamil saw that, he became very happy, and he was about to get up and thank the Vishnu Doots, the messengers of Bhagwan. They disappeared. When everybody left, what he thought had happened, he came to his senses. He didn't die. Read carefully. Ajamil did not die. He started to repent. That I was such a great, good person, a Brahmin. I had so much knowledge of the scriptures. He was a jnani, and a devotee. I had a wonderful wife and children. And I left all of these things. And look how much wrong things I have done. He started cursing himself. And at that moment, because of that association, what he saw, he became totally detached from everyone and everything. Even the prostitute, her children, everything in the world. Totally detached. Then, Ganga Dwara Mupeyaya, Ganga Dwara Mupeyaya, Mukta
Mukta Sarvanubandhanaha. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 6th canto, 2nd chapter, 39th verse, 39. Read for yourself. I'm quoting it so you can go and read it. He left and went to Ganga Dwar, Haridwar. There's a place in India called Haridwar. He went in Haridwar. And there he did devotion to Sri Krishna. Listen carefully. He did bhakti, devotion to Sri Krishna for 1 year. His mind became totally absorbed in Krishna. And then, suddenly one day, he saw now only the Vishnu Doots came. The messengers of Bhagwan came in a divine chariot. And he left that material body. He was given a divine body. And he was taken to the divine abode of Bhagwan Krishna. Only when his mind was completely attached to Krishna. Not when he took the name Narayan. Read Bhagavad very carefully. Smaran, not what you say, where the mind is. The last thought, our attachment, that's what God knows. Not what you say, but where the heart, the mind is. Sarala swabhava namana kutilai. He looks for a pure heart, a pure mind. This is all he wants. So the ultimate aim is not to go to heaven because there is nothing there. We have been to heaven uncountable times. And we had to come back right here and suffer. You want to go again? Fine. Bhagwan tells us how to do it. Worship Devatas, you'll go back to heaven. Try to do all the rules and regulations. As I said, Kalyug. Keep trying. Then you will go and come back, be a little worm, a stray dog, something. Keep going on like that. But we have this human birth, the human body. Sadhan dham moksha dwar. This is the dham, the abode of sadhana. Only in the human body we can do sadhana. Devatas cannot do it. We can do sadhana, which will take us to Golok, to the abode of Radha Krishna. We will attain Premanand, supreme bliss, divine happiness forever. This is the ultimate aim. I will continue the rest tomorrow. Tomorrow's lecture, tomorrow's topic, Atma Gyan and Brahma Gyan. What is the difference between Atma Gyan, self-realization, and Brahma Gyan, God realization? That is the topic for tomorrow. This is enough for today. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Shreemad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.